Alrighty, we are now officially live. Um, just to get started, quick disclaimer. If you're watching this video before, or I mean, after August 12th, this is just a recording of my live stream. And if you don't know me, my name is Ellen. This is Tarot by Ellen. Over here on this live stream, we will get questions from people from all over the world, and we will answer them through tarot cards. So just a quick disclaimer: my job over here is not to do any sort of fortune telling, but I usually answer people just because for entertainment purposes. This live stream is only for entertainment purposes. So, by knowing that, you do agree that I am no such ship or form a medical, legal, or financial advisor. So please be aware to make your choices accordingly, okay? Now, we are just waiting for people to start popping up here shortly. And as soon as they pop up and start doing some questions, I'll get started on answering them. Just gonna do a quick cleansing on my cards here before I get started. Hi, Jessica. How's it going? Hi, Prudence. How's it going? We are currently streaming on 2 platforms. We are at YouTube and also on TikTok. So just so you guys know, because some people don't know. I put my incense over here on the window. All right, I'm gonna get started, guys. Okay, let's see what we got here. And by the way, if you're watching this and you're not a follower, I can only see questions from followers. And the reason I do that is just so I want people who are actually going to be engaged. And, it's usually people who are not following are the ones that, don't give me pretty good reactions here. They're just calling me the devil or whatever, even though I got funny pictures in the background. All right, let's get started with Prudence. Prudence was the first one who gave me a question over here. Prudence is asking, will I be able to go to Sweden? Let's see. Let's try to get a single card just so we get started. Is Prudence going to be able to go to Sweden? We got 2 of Cups. Is that for marriage, or you're going to meet someone over there, Prudence? One more, please. Yeah, I think so. You meeting someone, Prudence? Work? Okay. Interesting. All right. So I got 2 cards out for you. We got the Magician and the 2 of Cups. The Magician pretty much tells me that you should be able to get every single step taken care of. So, let's be practical. So get your passport, get your trips and all that stuff figured out. So if you want a quick yes or no, that's gonna be a yes for you. Okay. All right. Let's see. Sumi, we got Sumi's question. Sumi is asking, will I end up marrying my boyfriend? Sumi, are you still there? Sumi, yes. You're actually the one engaging the most, it looks like. Sumi, let's see here. Sumi, I don't necessarily know when. Okay, I'll throw cards. I can throw a dice if you want me to, but that is pretty random. All right. We work on things that we can control. So I'll try to rephrase your question here. What should I focus on to make sure that I marry my person, right? And by the way, thank you for the roses. I appreciate it. Serenity, I see you. I will get to you next. And we also got Rue right after. All right, is Sumi, what does Sumi need to focus? We got the strength. One more, the full. Okay, so right away over here, I pulled 3 cards out. I got strength on sideways. So I strongly believe there must be some sort of fear in between both parties. Okay. Again, with the Fool, that pretty much just reinforces. The Fool is all about new beginnings. And we also got the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is about sharing resources, sharing the wealth. So on your question over there, I'm not going to say it's a yes or a no, really, because it is just simply something that we can work on, okay? Right now, I just feel like there's plenty of fear. And there might not be enough sharing over there. So I would just advise you to work on those questions. Do you have any questions about that? I'm only pulling those 3 cards, by the way. You all good? All righty. Thanks for stopping by. All right, we'll get Serenity, and then we'll get Rue next. Hi, Tracy. Serenity is asking, may I know if I will get to be transferred to the AVP department? All right. Serenity is getting a department change. All right. What do we have? What do we have for Serenity? Will they get a change of department? Ace of Wands. There's some action, yes. Judgments. 2 off. Go talk to someone. There will be some action. Yeah. So the only thing that concerns me here really is Judgment on reverse. It's almost like, you know, when you try to get something done or something happens and then you kind of already know the answer, but then you go against the current. But I do see this Ace of Wands, which is a new inspiration, a new fire, new action, and the 2 of Cups also that came out. So try to talk to someone. If it didn't work with one specific person, just try to another. But I would give it a yes. Okay, if that's what you're looking for, I would give it a yes. It might just not be the first try. I think, I don't know, but all right. Let's get Rue. Rue is asking. Yes, that is what I'm doing, talking. All right, you're very welcome, Serenity. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to keep watching, you're free to, you're free to stay. That actually helps me because it fills my watch hours. So if you want to shut down, you can. But even watch time is engagement, guys. Just know that. So, all right, Rue is asking, will Fumu reach out soon? Let's see. Fumu, reach out soon. There's one. Justice. Make things right. So what's hidden? Let him go. Losing. Maybe a fear to lose. Ooh, 2 more. Drop it. Page of Wands. Admiration. Was it something legal? Was it like may I ask if you got some specifics like divorce? Or is that like a fling? No divorce. Okay. All right, cool. Just a long-term relationship. You just want to know if the guy will contact you. That's it? I would give it a yes. And then you guys want to, and if he will want, okay, so on your question, if you want to resolve issues, I see justice on the upright. I would say that's a yes. However, I strongly advise you to let go of a few things over here. Why do I say like, I don't know what you're holding on to, but you see this little guy here is holding a coin. He's got a coin on his head, his coin on his feet. So I don't know what's going on between you, the both of you guys, but this strongly advises to let go. And this one also, you see, there's a little guy holding all of those wands together, and it's heavy and it's clunky and it's hard to carry all of them. So, you ask if it will be letting go of emotions. That is completely up to you, okay? I don't see any water. Emotions will be tied up to water. I don't see any water in here. So think about fire. Anything that might be too fiery, too many ideas. You know, and this is some, admiration. So I think you will be okay on that. But it's really just a matter of dropping a few things you've learned, a few things that you hold on to too tightly. Because when you hold people way too tightly, it's going to feel like control. And if people feel like you're being controlled, they can pretty much turn against you, even though you may love them, right? You know what I mean? Understood? All right. So yeah, like this clearly, this one, there's a guy holding a coin, this one holding a bunch of motivations. Were you a bit clingy? Yeah. So just work on that. Just work on that. But I think overall, if you wanted a yes or no, if he's going to contact you, I think it's a yes. But remember, we can only control ourselves. We cannot control others. So just let them do whatever they want to do. And then, we choose how to react. You are very welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Alrighty, guys. Let's get thank you for the gifts, by the way. I appreciate it. See if we got anybody different sending gifts. Not quite already. Let's see. Next up on the engagement, I got Pillow, and then next up we got Esther as well. All right, and Pillow is asking, will my husband come back this year? Let's see what's going on. Esther, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. All right, will Pillow see their husband this year? Okay, slow, justice, strength, on reverse. There seems to be plenty of uncertainty in between the situation over there. I say uncertainty, or maybe it just feels like it's really slow moving. Maybe you don't feel loved or something, like, or lonely, I guess. That would be probably the right word. We also got justice that came out on this one, and we got strength on reverse. I think it is possible just by looking at this justice card. I would just advise also, just like I did on the last one, make sure everything is like being done the right way, you know. If you guys need to save up money for his ticket, you know, or whether maybe you're trying to push the guy on doing that. But I, on a yes or no, I see that as a yes. I do see that as a yes. Now we just gotta be making sure that we work on those things, the willpower. Okay, both parties need to want that to happen. Any questions on that and on those cards before I move on? One, two, three. Nope. All right, you're all set. Awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm gonna move on to the next person. But yeah, make sure you get all of the legal stuff done. Okay, don't get all the legal stuff done. Tickets, passports, visas, whatever you gotta do. And make sure you follow up with them, like push them. Like, are you doing that stuff? You better do that stuff. Let's get Esther. Esther is asking. Esther, you laughing? That's true. It takes a whole lot of that. Esther is asking, does Michael feel guilty about our breakup since does he know and take accountability? I love those questions. Ooh, that's a hot one. I love when you guys are detailed. By the way, guys, the more detailed you get on your questions, the easier it is to answer you, okay? Remember, those questions are meant to make you guys think, all right? Hi, Angelica. Hi, Vivali. Vivali, yes, those are complimentary. Yes, if you would like to drop, I usually get people on YouTube. I don't have the capacity to receive gifts yet. It's only until I get 500 followers. So I usually do on a weight basis. If you want to send a tip, you can always send a tip. But I usually get, you know, I get the people who are paying a little tip. You don't have to send a lot. You don't have to send a lot. Then I'll skip the line and I'll get you next. If you don't, you can always wait. Okay? You don't have to pay anything. But yeah, those are complimentary. You just gotta have the patience. People on TikTok, I can see who's actually engaging and who's not engaging. So I'll always give priority to the people who are commenting, sharing, doing all of that stuff, sending gifts. So I can see that. Okay. So even if you send a small gift that gives me 3 cents, I can see that. So, all right, let's get Esther. Esther is asking, does Michael feel guilty about the breakup, and does he know and take any accountability? Queen of Swords on reverse. Okay. Oh, we gotta have a scale in the middle. 6 of Cups. No, 6 of Pentacles. What was this? 3 of... Oh, boy. Teamwork. Plenty of teamwork. So, Esther, I see here a Queen of Swords on reverse. So this is a woman who speaks things without thinking. Like, he will say the truth, whatever it takes. And she does not care if it's going to hurt him or not. That's the Queen of Swords on reverse for you. Okay? What do I see when I look at this card? I see a baby, an angel, like a cherub. Huh. I don't know why do I see the cherub first, but I guess that's what I saw. But again, plenty of words, scattered thoughts. So think about that. We got the 6 of Pentacles. This is sharing resources, giving, giving the right attention, maybe to the right thoughts or to the right words or to the right people. And we also got the 3 of Pentacles. Is this something about like financial related? Is that like a monetary fight? Or no? Just asking. You don't have to answer. Really. Just I would see I would say like on a yes or no. It was a third party. Okay. Oh gosh. We got that, huh? And then we got the 3 over here, huh? Okay. You know, I think they will see some sort of accountability. Yes. I do say that because of this over here, this 3 of Pentacles. So, and I also do see this here. But again, if you guys decide to have a chat, make sure you guys do it very, very, very logical. Just watch what you guys are going to say to each other. Just don't point way too many fingers. We just get to the facts, Watch your emotions, watch your thoughts. But yeah, I do see some sort of accountability, yes. Regret? Not right now, but it should come with time. Warrior Within, thank you so much for the gifts. I appreciate it. I'll get you next. Oh my God, it's got like 100 points. Does it still work? Does it still love me? And shall we work it out anyways? Look, by those 3 cards over here, I do not see love, but I do see cooperation. Okay. I don't see love, but I do see cooperation. I'm only pulling 3 cards, guys. This is complimentary, okay? Alrighty? Cool. Thank you for stopping by. All right, I'll get a warrior from within since he's just sent me a gift over here. So, guys, give me a second. Next up, I will get one on YouTube. It will be Vivali. Angelic Essence. Yes, just drop your question. I'll get you shortly as well. I'll do Vivali first. I'll do another on TikTok, and then I'll do yours. Okay. But first of all, I have a warrior within right now because they gave me a tip. So a small tip. The TikTok is the same handle, Tarot by Alan. It's the same handle. I was able to find that one. I was like, woo, same one. But I'm close to 500 followers on YouTube, so it shouldn't take too long for me to receive gifts and whatnot. All right, let's get my friend over here. Could I just get a general poll? I have 3 questions and can't pick, seeking clarity. All right. Hold up. Let's see it. All right, what does a warrior within us projects need to know at the moment? Okay, too many, my friend, too many. All right, that was first. This was second. One more, please. Tower. Oh, I don't want to end on that. All right. So I'm just gonna put 2 and 2 here, and then you help me out, okay? Since you got so many questions. First of all, we got started with a 10 of wands on reverse. 10 of wands usually signifies when you got too many things on your back. You're carrying out too much. You're carrying out too many people. You're carrying out too many projects. This might be a call out for a need to drop things a little bit, or you might actually be getting some sort of relief over here. We also got the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone very well invested, very loving. He brings you it's like a relationship is coming your way, like a knight in a shining armor. They're coming over this way. Well, then we also got the Tower over here. Tower is when shit happens, but it happens not just because shit happens, but it is meant for you to grow from it. So have you been holding on to a person, or what's going on in here? Could you give me some deets before I give you like a blah? Or I can give you a more accurate blah. No, not holding on to, but a relationship turned caregiving, and it's killing me slowly. I know how that goes. I want him to be okay. Okay. Let's see here. Options. You got options. You have options. You got options over here. Um, Sometimes options gives us way too many options. What I can say to you right now at this moment, if you need guidance, is that you drop what is really not that important. Okay? If someone needs to survive, somehow you got to take care of the person. You know, you help out as much as they can. But it is also really important that they also recognize what you are doing for them. This looks like it might be someone you actually love and care very much. Sorry, my dogs are. I got a neighbor walking by, so my dog is just going. But you're not necessarily stuck in that situation. Okay, you're not stuck on that. You do have options. You just gotta make sure you pick one and you go for it. Do you have any questions about that? Hey, Misty. Welcome back. Like, it looks like you can have options, right? You do have options. You can do whatever you want to do, right? But each one of those options will give you a different path. But you just have to make sure that you are being realistic with the options that you have. So if something happened and this person right now is now kind of you know caregiving, you could caregiving for them, then check if they have a family behind it. Or if you are the family, see if another family member can take care of it. And if you don't want to take over throughout the whole thing, then other people got to jump in and help as well. And then you got to be able to vocalize those things. Sounds good. Does that make sense? It all makes sense. Okay. But yeah, um, talk to people, get some support from other people. Otherwise, it gets too heavy. Too heavy. If you go nuts, then you can't really take care of them either. So call them out. Call people out. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the gifts. Also, I appreciate it. And yeah, check back. Things might change. You never know. All right, Vivali, are you still there, Vivali? I'll get Vivali. Yes, just a general. Okay. Next up on TikTok, Alvanice just dropped out. Maybe. Yes. All right, cool. Vivali is there. All right, I'm going to get Vivali. Oh, everybody dropped out on TikTok. By the way, guys, I can see who's engaging. All right, so there's a little scoreboard over here. So if I give you somebody, priority, I can see. So that's why. Oh, it didn't pick me because somebody else is doing more. Is helping me out more. So, all right. Looks like Lassie and Pura are on the leaderboard on TikTok. So I'll get those right after Vivali. How are you doing, Misty? You doing okay? All right. Does Marcus feel guilty about his behavior, and will he be in contact this week? Another one, another 10 awards on reverse. Queen of Swords, right in the middle. Okay. You should get the outcome you want in general. All right, let's get going with this here. Oh, I don't see necessarily feeling guilty. They most likely have their own reasons. Okay. I don't see that. But this calls for 10 of wands here, dropping things out. That was the first card that jumped out, even though I had shuffled. Got the Queen of Swords on reverse. People saying things that shouldn't be said or saying the truth at all costs. It may have been one of the parties. Or maybe, just imagine when you simply are so mad that you just come swinging at the person. You're just being way too emotional to the point of burnout that you don't necessarily get to be thinking on what is actually being said by both parties. Remember, I'm doing this over here. It's not about the other person necessarily, but this is the things that you can take action onto. Okay. I don't see guilt on this reading, on this 3-card reading, but I just see a good outcome at the end of it. You will be satisfied at the end. Is it with them? How do you mean? Yeah, you being satisfied. You'll get the outcome you want. You know? If you want to be with the person, yeah, that's cool. If that's what you want, you should be able to. But you got to drop a few things off your shoulder. Drop a few things off your shoulder. I don't see guilt, being guilty or not guilty. Okay? I don't see guilt. Especially with this being downright. So, but you should get the outcome you want. Sometimes it's not caring. Sometimes it's not, not getting overly emotional about things. Sometimes being cold about it. Focus on the things you can control, not the people you cannot control. Can you give guidance on to his read? I'm trying to. Okay, so I will tell you something here. I usually tell from time to time so people can kind of learn and understand. Tarot is not necessarily for to pick on other people. And I will say that, you know, yeah, I can definitely make a tutorial, but I'll just give you like a quick rundown, okay? Um, it gets better when you focus on yourself. So instead of asking, how is somebody else's feelings towards me? You could ask, what should I focus so this person likes me better? Um, you know, it's all about how you ask the question. If you know how to ask the question, it gets better. But if you're always focusing on the other person, if you focus on the other person, then you got to remember you don't have control over them. You don't have control over their actions. You don't have control over their mind. Okay. And this is how far, and also this is how far I can go. This is just how far I can go. So it's always better if you can focus on your own stuff, how you manage yourself. So then it's easier to take care of the situation. But I will actually, I'll think about on a video instructing people. That might actually be very useful. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for that suggestion also. I'll see what I can come up with. All right, we got Leslie. Leslie Fancy, thank you. Leslie just followed. Leslie, drop your question. Okay. I'll get Pura in the meantime. Does Pura have a question here? Did you drop a question, Pura? No, not quite. No, it didn't drop a question. All right. Neither Leslie or Pura got questions so far. Then I will get Leslie. Will me and GJ get back together? And then next up, I'll get Misty. Misty, did you just drop a question? Oh my God, let me see. I've been told it's personal business that I'm just looking for attention. That is not true. Okay. All right, I'll get back to you shortly, Misty. Let me get this one here. All right, let's get Leslie. Will me and DJ get back together? Will Leslie and DJ get back together? Slow. Okay, what else? Keep trying. Okay, what else? One more. Peanut cups. Okay. All right, Leslie, about on your question about you and DJ. Are you still watching? I don't know if you're still watching. Are you still watching? Yes, you are. All right. Right? You are. Okay, cool. So we got 8 of Wands on reverse. So this is a slow card. Okay. It doesn't mean it's not gonna happen, but it's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a little bit. We got the 9 of Wands. You see this guy, this little guy here is a little bit hurt, but he knows he's gonna get there eventually. He will keep trying. And we also got the Queen of Cups that is pointing towards this other little guy here. So on your question, if you're just quickly asking a yes or no, I would say it's a yes. However, keep your emotional in check. Just know it might be a little bit. It might be a little bit. I say a little bit because of this. But don't be waiting on someone forever, okay? Just remember that. If they really want it, then I don't know the deets, but if they really want it, they will come back. They always do. It will work itself out. It will just take a little bit. What's that mean? Let's see. You're very welcome. All right. I got Leslie Fancy. I see Pura is sending me DMs right now. Pura. If you want to do it for free, you can just follow and send me. I don't see people who are not followers, by the way, guys. I don't see them. It is exactly just to keep the trolls away. I do it to keep the trolls away, all right? Otherwise, I don't see it. Thank you. You don't need to pay with money. You just pay with watch time, engagement. That's how you do it. You guys help me out, and I'll help you guys out. That's how it works. All right. And if it helps you somehow, if you're appreciative, then of course a tip is welcome. But that's how we help each other. All right, Leslie's asking, will we work out our relationship, or will he leave by the end of this month? All right. Leslie's asking if they're going to work itself out, or is he leaving at the end of the month? Okay, one more. Two more. Okay. Number 1, number 2, number 3. He's staying. Is it Leslie? Yeah, Leslie. Or would you want him to stay or to go? Okay. So this one is the guy sitting here, his content. He's got all his trophies or his cups, his relationships and whatnot. But his ego tells him to go. We got the King of Swords. This calls, almost calls like for justice, making a decision, a logical decision, and not necessarily um, an emotional decision. This calls for a logical decision, cold, cunning, cut through. Um, this is an opportunity being shown up, but you're just simply sitting and focusing on those little cups here while a opportunity passes by. And this is someone you see here. The Eight of Cups is leaving the relationships behind. You leave those cups, and then you go away towards the mountain. The mountain. So that's why I say I think he's gonna stay, and I think he's gonna kind of lose the opportunity. I don't know if he's gonna be mad about it later on, but this does tells me the whatever opportunity that he's got happening will pass by, and he's gonna stay. If should you let him leave? So on your question, if you should let him leave, you gotta be logical about it. So can you just give like a quick hint on what happened? Just a quick hint, maybe a phrase. Was it betrayal? Was it can I approach, reach out to him? Oh, okay, that's Pura. Um, like, was it betrayal? Was it betrayal? You should let people do whatever. I'm gonna tell you right now, you should let people do whatever they want to do. Okay. He couldn't stop looking at other females when he said he would stop. Girl. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with y'all? Um okay, so we got two different approaches over here. A couple different approaches here. So you already caught him. Maybe giving attention to other women, or maybe he's just looking. I don't know. I don't know. There are two different things. I'll give you my personal experience. I have caught a partner before speaking to other males on dating apps. But he did that because he knew that whatever happened, I would not have the power to leave him right away. So I would have to deal with it. So even though I gave him the attention that he wanted, because he probably wanted that attention, he kept doing it until he broke a bone, and then he stopped for a while. But as soon as he felt a little bit better, guess what? He started doing it again. So it does not matter. They can say they love you as much as they love you. Men are always going to be men. Men are fucking awful, and you're hearing that from a man. Men are nasty, okay? Men are nasty. And you're hearing this from a man. So, now the question really is that are you going to be able to put up or to look at his face and not feel like punching them? Are you going to be able to live with them knowing that at any moment he could lie again on you. If it's something you can deal with, okay, oh, he lies to me, but he gives me a good life, and I'm okay with that. I still got good standards, he gives me a good life. He pays all the bills, and I'm a princess, and I have so many beautiful beauty products, and he buys me all of my toys, and he buys me anything. He takes me to vacations, can you deal with that? Now, if he's a deadbeat, he ain't got not even the damn money to support you, then just let him go. Did you like the answer? But I think he's staying. But you know what I mean? Misty said, my ex did that to me on Facebook dating and local hookups. Yeah, mine did the same thing. He was on local hookups. And I was like, I caught him more than once. I caught him once. As soon as I got in the US, I got back in the US. And I found out after in September, when it happened in August, he said he just went out with a friend. But then I heard the dating app chime on his phone. And I was like, whoop, I'm gonna find a way out to check that out. And I found out. And then when I called him out, he was like, oh, you're looking through my phone? That is so wrong. And I'm like, bitch, but you are the one who decided to cheat on me and not hide it well enough so I wouldn't, notice what the hell you were doing. So you're the worst of the evils in here. I broke your privacy, yes. But you cheated on me first, and I caught you. Only if I was a man, I would literally be the best husband. Yeah. Men are nasty, okay? Men are nasty. I'm telling you, men are nasty. And I got straight male friends, they nasty. The gay men are nasty, the straight men are nasty, men are nasty. Period. There is no escape. It's part of the game. So if you wanna keep him, he better be paying your damn bills. He better be paying for your goddamn bills. Misty saying, I know some women that way too. You're very welcome, Lassie. Let's get Pura. I'll get Pura, and the next up I'll get Misty. Do you have a question? I just want to know if you're just chatting or if you actually got a question. You can chat. I don't mind. We can chat. We can all chat. But I just want to know, because then I gotta search up. And thanks for watching, by the way. So yeah, Lassie, just if you can stand looking at his face by knowing what he did. Oh, but I never try to get anybody. Yeah, but you're surely trying. Mine did. I don't know about yours. Let's get Pura. Pura is asking, can I reach out to him, and does he misses me and wants to reach out? So we should probably check if there's still a connection in here. Is there still a connection between Pura and the man? Too many. No, I don't want that. Too many. Okay. Thanks. Healing, moving on. You're holding on to something. Oh boy. All right, Pura. Pura, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but here we go. Um all right, how can I say this without sounding like a jerk? So we got the 10 of swords. You can see what this card is, right? This on the upright, it's usually a little bit better. It just means that something is completely over, okay? But on the reverse, it means that you keep pushing on that very same button. I know, I don't know if that's you, I don't know if that's him. So on your situation, the first card just indicates. I don't know. That's what I see on them cards. I'm just putting two and two together. Okay. I'm not a I'm not Miss Cleo. The second card that came out is the Six of Swords. As you can see, there's a little mother and a child going away on a boat. They're moving on. They're going to calmer waters. They're trying to find something better. You know what I mean? And then the very last card is the Star. It's the card of healing. You know, it's the very same card when shit happens, and then you're like, well, what can I do with this? I guess I should take some time to understand my emotions, understand what happens, understand how can I do better next time, or understand what should I do to take care of myself and not worry about that other person. Well, on your question, if there's still a connection, it doesn't sound favorable. I'm gonna be completely honest. Um, if you feel like this is a button that you keep pushing and you just can't really get through anything, the best thing you can do is just to let it be and do your own thing. I always tell the girls, get your nails done, get your hair done, put on some perfume. Um, if people like Botox, get a new Botox, that stuff. Go to the spa salon, be a princess. Any questions? Are you guys still together? Do you guys still talk? I messed up bad. I just really want him back, but if he seems to want time and distance, if that's what he's asking, then that's what he's asking. You cannot force it. Okay, if you messed up, then there is this call where you need to be like, hey, this happened. I messed up. How can I not do it next time? If you messed up really bad, then he's got all the rights to, want some distance, but you gotta respect that. Because the more you keep pushing, the worse it gets. I'll try not to force it, back off and just respect him now. You're welcome. Yeah, I mean, if you want to just give a last, like, a lot of times we get this urge to get some sort of closure I don't know if you have done that already or not, if you guys have already closed communication or not. Hey, I knew I messed up. This is something I gotta work on. I respect your boundary. I'll go do my thing. If you feel like you can always come back and talk to me, I am trying to work on myself. You can do that. But the best thing you can do is just take accountability on what happened and, you know, Lassie said, let's see. I hope he forgives you in your workout. Yep. Thank you so much. I really miss him and try again with them. I want to try again, blah, blah. I did want to say those stuff, but I feel like I can't approach him yet. He might back off. Yeah, sometimes it's just too hot. All right, next up. And thank you for stopping by the way. Thank you. Um, all right, let's get Misty. Misty's been waiting for a little bit. I'll get Misty next. I see a few new peeps in there. I got Pranja. And I got Francis in New Zealand. Hi, Francis. All right, let me get I'll get Misty. By the way, guys, on TikTok, I can only see questions from followers, okay? And then after that, I can see on my side who's actually engaging. If you're leaving likes, if you're sharing, if you're doing all that stuff, I can see that. So if you don't have any points, then I will see that too. So I will give priority to people who are helping me out with engagement. Just, you know, you don't need to pay money. You don't need to pay tips or anything. You do that out of your kindness, but I can see those things. So Brielle, thank you so much for the gifts. I'll get back to you shortly. Let me just get Misty really quick, and I'll get to you next, okay? Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate it. So yeah, for the guys on TikTok, I can see who's actually helping out, all right? So if you're helping me out, I can see it, and then I'll get you. But there is a list with a leaderboard that says who's helping and who's not. And the reason I do only followers is just to keep the trolls away. All right, general for Misty. General for Misty. Misty, we got 3 cards out here. We got first one, we got for you 4 of Pentacles. There's a little guy. He's holding a coin. He's got money on his head. He's stepping on money. Is this financial? I don't know. But not necessarily. He's just letting things go. Things are just like moving away. So I don't know if that might be your financial situation. It could be anything that might be just simply you're just letting go off. Next up, we got the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a woman who is very logical. She is a critical thinker. She knows how to communicate properly, and she's very fair in what she does. However, we at the very end got the High Priestess on reverse. This High Priestess is pretty much someone who's not necessarily 100% connected to whatever her intuition is telling her. So just imagine you are thinking about something really strongly, but then your intuition might be wrong. But then you don't necessarily ever stop to think if your intuition is really that spot on. So on those three cards over here, Missy, I would start looking into facts over intuition. So your Queen of Swords is looking towards this High Priestess. I would say, and I heard on my mind, facts over intuition, or facts over it's just like facts over everything. Your intuition right now at the moment may not be 100% spot on. So make sure you got the proof, you got the numbers right in front of you before you say or before you do anything. Does that make sense to you? Yeah? All right, cool. Any questions before I move on? One, two, $75,000. 75,000 is just a ballpark. It could be more. What? Oh, you're buying a house. Oh, okay. Oh. It does make sense. All right, cool. All right, let me move on then. All right, let's get Brielle. Brielle, thank you very much for the gifts. Let's see Brielle's questions. Brielle is asking, is Alan coming back to me anytime from now? Brielle, I'm here already. What are you talking about? Let me do a quick shuffle here. I'm here. I'm talking to you. Not you, Alan, the other Alan. All right, fine. Fine. Oh, not quite. All right. Shuffle time. All right, next up, I'll get Francis. Are you watching? I'll get Brielle, and then I'll get Francis. All right. Is Ellen coming back anytime soon? Is Ellen coming back anytime soon? One more. Okay. I know my face didn't help. I know my face didn't help. High Priestess sideways. Came out sideways. Oh, I will call that very indecisive at this moment. Okay. I will call that very indecisive at this moment. It feels like there's a lack of, I don't know if there's a lack of feeling, lack of willpower, lack of emotion. But then we got the Knight of Pentacles at the very end of it. He's kind of walking. I don't know if he's walking away with the coin or if he's maybe coming back. I feel like he's walking away slowly. See, he's back from the cup. He's walking away from the cup. I would call that very indecisive. And that is not helpful. I know. I would say there's a possibility, yes, but this Ace of Cups on reverse is what concerns me. Yeah, I know it's not helpful at all. I know. I don't really have a yes here for you. That's what I'm trying to say um without sounding like a jerk, you know? You know what I mean? And now you're asking, is his house sold? Is his house sold? The Queen of Swords. Also looking to the other side. Look. Did you guys had a house together? So is there a woman? Is there not a woman on the play or no? Is there not a woman on the play? This is grandma's. Okay. I would assume he probably did. I would assume that he probably did. Just because he's holding a coin. But again, he's walking towards the Queen of Swords. It's a very wise woman. It's a very wise woman. I don't know who in this story that might be. He's holding the coin. He's holding the money. If that's what you want to know, he's holding the money. If it's not sold yet, I think that he's most likely selling it. But he's walking towards the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords don't even see it. Okay, he's holding the money. And the love is down. The love. This is the love. This is love. This is down. Don't don't be waiting forever for the man. Don't wait for Alan. I guess Allens are not your jam right now. Sorry. I'm sorry. This Ellen is not very helpful. I did not say what you wanted to hear. You're welcome, by the way. Thanks for stopping by. It just didn't seem favorable. I have a hard time saying. I have a hard time saying things when they're not favorable. You know what I mean? It does not look favorable. That's how it is. I just don't want to sound like a jerk. I just try to be easy with my words. Sorry, guys. All right, let me get Francis now. Francis was just asking for a quick general guidance. All right, let's get Francis. Christina, I see you. Yeah, I'll get you in a little bit, Christina. I got Francis. Who else I got in there? I got Melissa next after Francis, and I'll get you, Christina. All right, Queen of Cups, emotional stability, the Magician. Oh, wow. Francis, we got Queen of Cups on reverse. This is emotional instability. When your emotions are just simply like all over the place, all over the place. We got the Magician. Either you may be feeling things a little bit way too much. There's plenty of, also, I see plenty of infinite over here, Francis. There's an infinite for your Magician, which this could be you not trusting yourself, not trusting your skills. Or maybe you might be using your skills for the wrong things. But, you know, the Magician is a skillful person, someone who can manifest anything they actually want. So in this context, I would think that this is someone who's having a hard time making things work for themselves. And we also got the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles, as you can see over here, is this little guy juggling with coins. He's actually having fun. In your case, I would assume that you're not having fun with it. You know, just watch for your emotions. Are you going through the motions with emotions, Francis? What's going on? Could you tell me really quick? So we can give you a more targeted help. So, Christina, they are on YouTube. They're on YouTube. I'm talking to them on YouTube. I do 2 places, by the way, guys. I don't have enough followers to have a lot of traffic, so I do 2 networks. Once it starts popping off for either one or the other, then I'll have to do them separately. But for now, so yeah, Francis, work on your emotions right now, okay? If you're too jealousy, Don't be jealous. If you love somebody way too much, you start having a little more, self love. Don't waste all away. But this really calls for a need to balance it out. Any questions about that? Trust yourself a little more. And instead of feeling way too much, I see plenty of cups in here, plenty of water on this. Plenty of water. I don't know if you're an emotional person. Don't be so emotional. Use your other, use your motivations, your possessions. Try to see beauty in things. There's plenty of flowers in here, try to see beauty in things. But spot on, okay? Try to see some beauty in things. Even when the universe is slapping you left and right, they're trying to tell you something. I seem to be affected by what others say and do. I'm working on it. Yeah. What can I say about that is that if you do look for validation on other people, most often than not, you're not going to get exactly what you want. Okay. I know when you do get what you want, it feels amazing. But I do things for duty, not for enjoyment. Yeah. It really depends. So, but in general, give yourself a little more credit. All right, let's see. Let's get Christina. Looks like Christina is. I got 3 people watching on TikTok. Christina is the only one with points in here. Let's get Christina. And then is Yolanda. Does Yolanda have a question? Folks on TikTok, I cannot see your messages if you're not a follower, okay? So if you follow me after, if you sent the question before and then following me, then you gotta send it again so I can see it. No, Melissa, I'll get you. It's just because I only got one question on TikTok, so I'm gonna get that one out of the way. And I'll run through whatever I got on YouTube for now. Because there's not a whole lot of traffic over there now. So I'll get you right after this one. And then I'll do you, and then I'll do, it looks like after Francis I had you. I don't know if Branja is still there. I do have Michael and Anushka. So yeah, I'm just getting this one on TikTok because this one on TikTok is the only one participating right now. So Yolanda, if you send me a question, please do send it again. But I don't think. All right, let's get Christina really quick. Francis is saying, right now I'm in hermit mode to reclaim my energy. Yeah, sometimes you need to actually step away from the world. Now, of course, we sometimes just gotta go out and do, to our jobs and whatnot. We gotta talk the essentials to people, but I do feel like it is important that we step away just a little bit so we stay within our own thoughts and we can process them so we don't lash on other people. You know what I mean? All right, let's get Christina. Christina is asking, the question is, will I get back with Laurent? That was the question, if you might not find it. All right, will I get back to Laurent? Christina, I'm gonna rephrase your stuff. What should I focus to get back with Laurent, okay? Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is coming out all the time today. Tower. Oh, shit. Christina. Fuck. Girl. Oh my god. Girl, this don't look good. Gosh. Oh my god. All right. All right, let's you ready? All right. You got 4 cards actually. 1 card jumped out extra for you. We got Queen of Swords. That's a very logical woman. She is pointing towards the Tower on reverse, okay? So if I was to give you guidance on on your question, if you're gonna get back with Laurent straight away, I would say it's a no. Okay? If you just want to know quick yes or no, I would say it's a no. But I'll give you the guidance off the cards, all right? So we got Queen of Swords. This is a very logical woman. She's not guided through emotions. She's guided through logic. Okay. So she's very logical. She thinks about things properly. She looks at the facts. She makes a decision. See, she's holding over here. She's very fair. She's very fair. She holds a sword, and then she's a judgy person. She's like giving you the hand, just like, am I gonna cut you or am I gonna slap you? She's that kind of energy, and then she decides what she's gonna do. Anyways, we got the Tower on reverse. The Tower on reverse is about trying to build yourself, trying to rebuild on a shaky ground or a bad foundation. So I don't know how bad whatever happened between the two of you guys. Probably not a good thing, right? But take that into consideration. You stop, you think about the situation, you be logical about the situation, and then you're like, well, that was kind of messed up. Or not. Is it really gonna be worth it? Am I really gonna have problems if we do get back? Am I gonna be able to forgive this person, or is this person gonna be able to forgive me? Are we gonna be able to keep moving from this point forward without looking back? That kind of stuff. And then we got the 4 of Swords, which is rest. Just let it rest. Just let it cool off. Do your thing. Just let it cool off. And we also got the 5 of Cups, which is, getting out of grief, letting go of things, healing also. So I asked a lot of tarot readers and a lot of them said yes, but I need to wait a little. So another thing on asking a lot of tarot readers, every tarot readers will give you, you know, a different answer, because I see if they're doing the right thing, if they're not just doing through engagement, if they're doing the right thing. If I do see, let me see if I can find another. I want to explain to everybody so you guys know exactly my point of view here, okay? I'm trying to find a card that is already out here. The Tower. By looking at this image, and this image, even though they could mean the very same thing, when I look at this, it's like when you go to an art gallery, right? When you go to an art gallery, even though those two means the very same thing, when I look at one, I will feel one thing. When I look at the other, I will feel another thing. So my perception through things will change. So every single tarot card reader out there will have a different perspective. And that will also depend on their own backgrounds and their own mood and their own connection with themselves. So it's like, on my answer, what you can take as value in here is it worth it rebuilding on shaky foundation? The important thing is just to let it rest. You do your own healing, you do figure it out on your side, and then you wait for them. But you just be logical about it. Does that make sense? Right now, the main message is rebuilding on shaky foundation. Okay? If I let it rest, and I will reach out after a while to know how things are. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So let me know. You're willing to rebuild? All right. Just remember, you guys can do, none of this is final. None of this is final. None of this is final as long as you take action towards it, okay? This is just an hypothesis. None of this is final. There are many possibilities to get to the outcome, okay? And you're very welcome. Thank you for your patience. All right, let me get through the tubes. Let's see who's still here. I'm gonna call you out. Please just confirm you're still watching. Melissa, are you still there? Melissa, you there? Awesome, thank you. All right, let's get Melissa. What are Joe's current thoughts about me? All right, Melissa, I am gonna be honest with you in here. I don't know what his feelings are gonna be about you. I'm gonna pull them cards, and we'll think about the answer. Okay. My approach to tarot is a little bit different. I don't know if you noticed. Did you notice? Did you notice? My approach is a little bit different than other people out there. So mine is more logical. Mine is less feelings and more action. So, well, I'll help you. You've been waiting. Let's see what we can do. All right. All right. What's up with Joe and oh shoot, calm down. What's up with Joe and Melissa? One more, please. Okay. Afraid to start over. Afraid to start over. So we got the Fool on reverse. Not having fun, maybe afraid to start over or afraid to start new. Not enjoying the process. Then we got this Nine of Swords sideways. This is either it could be a nightmare, either it could be losing sleep. This could either be worried about anything. And we also got the Two of Pentacles, not being able to juggle something over here. So if you're going to ask me about their feelings towards you, hold it. Do you guys already got something going on or no? Or is it just a crush? What's the situation over there? You're together, so you're still together. You live together. You just want to know if the guy loves you. Is that right? Just want to know if it's still there for you. Is that what are we trying to do? You guys are going through a rough time. Okay. So if you're concerned if the guy is leaving, if you're concerned if the guy is leaving, I don't think you guys are things to see a little bit better. Yeah. I was going to say I don't think you guys are separating or anything. It does just sounds like I keep looking at this here, you know. It's looking way too much at things that really will worry you. So, for example, like, let me give you a quick analogy. Like, for example, imagine you have a picture on your wall. Okay, you have a picture on your wall. Just imagine you have a picture on your wall, and you put that picture up there for a reason. But every time you look at that picture, it will send you a message. Like it will tell you something subconscious because it's right over there and you look at it and it's going to remind you of something, right? So it's almost like, and then let's say you put a lamp right on that picture just so it focus the attention towards, like the light will focus the attention towards that picture. Do you know what I mean? So it's almost like either you or them or maybe looking way too much at that point of attention in the room. Does that make sense? I know it's kind of, I'm giving a really shitty explanation, but I'm trying to be like visual about it. It's almost like you can keep that picture up there. You just have to move the light to a different direction so you don't have to look at it all the damn time, you know? So you don't have to worry about that all the damn time. But I don't think the person is necessarily leaving you. I do see shaky waters in both pictures over here. I do see one side, over here by the cliff. The waters are very like moving fast. This one is kind of like in waves. They are not as crazy. Like it looks like one of them got a whole lot of chaos and the other one got like it oscillates. There's a lot of up and downs. Don't worry about that stuff. Just change the focus to something else. If you need a little bit of reassurance, if you want to ask the guy, you can always ask the guy. But then if you ask that question, if when you want to ask that question, then you gotta be ready to listen to the answer, especially if it's an answer that you're not ready to listen. You know what I mean? I don't think he's leaving you. He's not so open. Yeah, men are just like that sometimes. Men sucks. This is the second time I'm saying that today. Men sucks. Oh my god. Men sucks. And I'm saying that being a man. Men sucks. All right. But yeah, just shift the attention to something else. That's all you gotta do. Look at Misty. This is a figuratively and physically. All right, one more on the tubes. Do I still have Michael watching? Michael, are you still watching? Michael? And after that, I'll get Jermaine. That's the only question really right now. Barbie, thanks for following. All right, let's get Michael. Michael. Jermaine, are you still watching? Jermaine, I'm getting Michael right now. I'm getting Michael. Michael, thanks for waiting. I appreciate you. You're very welcome, Melissa. I appreciate your patience. Barbie, if you have a question, make sure you drop it again. I can only see it if you are a follower. So if you made the question before, so I cannot see it. So I can see you're still watching. So all right, one more shuffle and I'll get started with you, Michael. All right. Was Anthony mad at me for ignoring his flirting with me? I love those questions. All right. All right, let's see. I love those. Was Anthony mad at Michael for ignoring the flirt? Star. Healing. I did not pull that. One more, please. Not sharing resources. What else? One more, please. Hermit Rivers. Yeah. Hermit is looking somewhere else. I don't think it's mad. I don't see mad, okay? I don't see mad. I don't see mad. You got the star. So one side here, so this is the first card. We got the star. She's pointing that way. Then we got the Six of Pentacles with sharing resources. It might be sharing attention or whatever. This is not sharing attention, or maybe in this case for you, sharing the flirt, right? Or answering to that flirt. Or you see this guy here, he's dropping coins on the beggar's hands. So it's this might be you not giving the attention to the person. And this over here is the Hermit. Like, but the Hermit on reverse is more like depression or isolation. But in that context, I don't see as mad. I see as like, yeah, I'm kind of sad. Like, yeah, he didn't give me attention. Whatever, you know. Just like, well, I'm just gonna look at the other way. So if you look at it, like if you think like I do, this one person is healing. This one person got a wishing star. They're probably looking at something else right now at the moment. They already got their mindset on something. Their attention or the attention is moving towards something else. And this guy here is just looking at a different direction. So it's like, I don't see mad. Maybe bothered, but not mad. Mad. Does that make sense to you? It does. All right. You're welcome. All right, I think I'm gonna swap. Just swap. Let's get my. You can't read social cues. Don't worry about that. If the person really wants it, they will make it obvious. I'm like that too. No, Anushka, it's not done yet. No. Have a good morning. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Let's see. I just got two. I'll get one more. And then I see Barbie still watching. So Barbie, let me do one more on YouTube and I'll get back to you next, okay? And then I'll try to clear the list on TikTok. Let's see who was after Michael. After Michael, I got Anushka. Let's see. Calm down, Anushka. Calm down. Just calm down, guys. Calm down, guys. I don't charge to do this, okay? I don't charge to do this. Just calm down. All right. How John V sees me as a person. All right. What she thinks about me. All right. How John V sees Anushka. How John V sees Anushka. There's words. What else? Ten of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Very mental. Very mental. Is that a crush? Is that, what is that situation? Can you give me some details? I could see this as someone very giving. It could be someone very giving, but I think you might give yourself way too much. That's what I'm thinking. All right, first of all, we got the Eight of Swords. This is over here someone getting out of their mental prison. Second one, we got Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, as you can see here, is a guy with a bunch of swords on his back. Maybe insisting on something. I don't know if that's you or not. And we got the Six of Pentacles, which is sharing resources. So this might see you as someone very giving, but someone who gives yourself way too much somehow. She is your classmate. So, is it just a crush? What is it? Are you trying to get romantic with them? Right now, I only see someone who gives themselves way too much. No, not romantic. You just want to know what your friend or classmate thinks of you. Okay. Yeah, I see someone who gives themselves way too much to the point where they actually get hurt at the very end of it. By also looking at this person over here tied up, I can also think as someone who may think because they give themselves way too much to others, they may also think way too much about what others think. So I don't know exactly if that's the situation between your classmate and you, but this is what I can see from the cards, okay? I see someone tied up in between a bunch of swords, which could mean those are thoughts. Someone hurt or with a bunch of swords on their back, but and someone giving. She was your competitor? Oh, I see. So, all right, one last question. What are you trying to get for, what are you trying to get out of finding out what they think of you? Why are you worried about it? Before I move on. Anushka, you only get one question, Anushka. You get only one question. One per day. You got other people who got questions too, Anushka. You gotta ask the genie the right question, Anushka. Anushka. Don't make me call you out. Do you want me to call you out? I can do that. We got more people waiting. Okay. Yeah, you know what I was going to say. You know very well. Yo, you ask the genie, you gotta know who you wanna, what you're gonna ask the genie. You ask it right. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Miss Barbie is still there. I said yes. Yes, I did say what they think about you. They said that they think you're a person who is very giving to the point where they start hurting themselves. And maybe they think way too much on what they think, on what other people think. That's what I said. And this is most likely going to be on video later. And you can check it out later. Does she like me as a person? That's another question. That's another question. We got more people waiting, okay? Let's get Barbie. She's been waiting for a while too. Oh my God. Are you gonna ask the genie? You better make the right wish. Especially if it's free. Oh my God. No. Is Darren going to unblock Hilda soon? Oh my gosh. 3 of Cups, 4 Swords. Oh my gosh, man. You guys crack me up. Is Darren going to reach out soon, right? Or unblock soon? 3 of Cups. Three people talking, one resting, and then trying to rebuild them. Or trying to insist on something that is done. Okay. Um. Hilda, Hilda, look. So let me show you the cards. Okay, let me show you the cards. We got the these are very light cards, so it's kind of hard to see it. Um, hold up. Let me make sure I don't have extra filters in here. Um, remove the filters. There you go. That should make it better just a little bit. And then this too. Remove this. All right, cool. This should make it better. So Three of Cups. This is usually a celebration, okay? This is usually a celebration, or when you get together with friends and whatnot. Maybe people talking, but maybe people talking good things about you. Four of Swords. This is someone who's supposed to be resting. Just let the case rest. But then at the very end of it, we got the Ten of Swords that also came out for you. Um, this is when we keep trying to push a button that is not supposed to be pushed. Maybe you pushed it too hard. Um, on a yes or no basis, I would say there could be a yes. But it really is going to depend on how your situation ended with the person, your person. Okay. But the thing is, those three cards are just advising to simply, other people may talk things, but they may say things in your favor, and then eventually it might work itself out. But it's really important just to let it rest and let go of it. Just move your attention to something else. Okay, give them the space that they need. Again, I don't know exactly what happened, but um Ten of Swords is like when it's supposed to be gone already, but Ten of Swords is the final. And in this case, it seems that it went ahead of final. Um I would say it's a slight yes. I would say it's like a 60% yes. It feels like it ended badly. Um, it ended on a bad note. 60, I give you 60% yes. So it's like just a little bit. But the ideal is just to let it rest and do your own thing, go do other things, go see other friends, go get your hair done, go to the spa, go to the salon, get your nails done, worry about other things. That's what's giving me. Do you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Any questions before I move on? Thanks. Okay, you're very welcome. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for stopping by. Jada Queen says, "You are such a vibe. I love this. Thank you. I try to have fun. Sometimes people think I'm laughing about them, but no, I just make fun of everything. That's just me, though. That is just me. I make fun of everything. It's my coping mechanism. I see something uncomfortable, I start laughing just to make it a little lighter. And sometimes people get it the wrong way. Yeah, ask a question. Ask away. While you think about your question, think about your question well, okay? But drop your question. Let me get one more here on YouTube really quick. All right, I got Anushka. That was the last one. Kiwa Baby, are you still there? Kiwa Baby. Kiwa Baby. Kiwa Baby. Kiwa Baby must be gone. I only see 3 people watching, so I'm gonna assume there's lovely Amira. I assume All American is watching. All right. Kiwa Baby is probably gone. I'm gonna get lovely. Who else is watching besides a lovely Amira and Misty? Who else is watching? I see Mary Love said hello. Hello, Mary Love. I see 3 people on YouTube. All right, I'll get lovely Amira and then I'll get Jada Queen on Jada. All right. Is Y going to contact me this month? All right. Is Y going to contact Amira this month? 1, 2, and 3. One more. One more, please. No, not yet. Not quite. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 9 of Swords, so nightmares. Many voices. What's this? Oh, I've never noticed that. Huh. Weird. Someone looking from above. So we got 9 of Swords. Okay, 9 of Swords over here. That's Nightmare. We got the Magician on reverse. Not trusting. I know you still get what you want. Just had some coffee. I know, I need to get me some coffee. I wish I had some coffee. I'm gonna shut down here in a little bit so I can get some coffee. I think I'm probably gonna do I might do 6 hours a day. At least I can get like something. I just want to make $10 a day now, at least $10 a day. I made $1, no, 50 cents so far, but it's all good. I got extra 25 followers, so it's all good. I think he's going to contact you this month, Amira. I think he is going to contact you this month. I only say that because you got this 9 of Cups over here at the very end. But don't worry too much about it. Don't worry too much about it. Just trust yourself a little more, okay? Trust yourself a little more. Don't, you know. Are you guys separated? Did you guys break up or something? Hey Shanice, thanks for following. Shanice, I cannot see your question unless you are following me, okay? So if you ask the question before following me, I will not be able to see it. You guys stopped talking. All right. Yeah, you might get the outcome you want, but it's just a matter of not really, you know, letting all those thoughts, because we all got those thoughts in our heads. Don't let them voices. No, that was from Mira, Shanice. I gotta get Jade now. Jade has been waiting for a little while. She's been helping me out too. All right, let's get Jade. I'll get Jade, and then I'll get Mary Love, and then I'll get Shanice. So Jade, Mary Love, and then Shanice. 3. All right, Jade is asking, will Taylor and I work everything out and live together again? So we're looking at a reconciliation. What should we work for a reconciliation between Jade and Taylor? All right, let's shuffle. All right, will Jade and Taylor work things out? What should they work things out? How should they work things out? What are we looking at? Again, we got 9 of Swords again. They just like flew away. Amira, I often come in after you're in Central Time. I'm 2 hours after Central. So you can probably find me after 10 o'clock over there. I usually come in around midnight in here. I know your peak time is 2 a.m. there. So today I'm later than normal. I'm later than normal today. So. But it's usually after, for you, this certain time for me is like after 10 o'clock. And then I stay until maybe, if I do like a long run and I don't get tired, I usually stay until your 2 o'clock, maybe between 10 until 2 o'clock. Today I'm just a little later than usual. All right, let's get Jade. Jade, you got 9 of Swords on your question if Taylor and you will work everything out. You got Eight of Swords. This is very, very mental. Very mental. And we also got the Knight of Wands on reverse, which is a burnout. So this feels like plenty of nightmares and losing sleep over somebody and burnout. So if you just wanted a quick yes or no, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you, this does not look good. Not at all. This looks a whole lot of burnout and tears and shit show. That's for a quick yes or no. Okay. So I would say it's a no. Um, if we're trying to get, some sort of guidance out of this sounds very much like mental anguish and burnout. That's what the cards are about. All those cards are about. What's going on? Would you mind sharing so I can give you a more targeted answer? Okay. Crazy 5 years of marriage and currently not living together. You are not living together no more. So it's almost like that limbo after you guys get out of the house. You guys still talk to each other at least? You guys still talk? Oh, you guys got two kids and very good communicating about life and the kids. All right. So number one, I would just, you know, how is it? But you haven't talked about your relationship in a few months. Okay. Do you get a lot of like other people talking about it? I say that because of this card over here. This is like someone try to shame you for something, or if you got too many people talking on your head, you pick your own direction. Okay. I don't know if that's I just feel like the kids and I live in states, a way to take care of my dad will affect a lot. And yes, lots of other people try to influence our relationship. His best friend and my mom. Yeah. Voices are just voices. Um, everybody will think what's best for you, but only you and him know what is best for each one of you guys. So just take that into consideration. Shut down the voices. Like, hey, this is my life. I deal with it the way I want. Because people love to talk. What? Mental. Misty. You're so bad. Alan's out here trying to give my nickname away. Mental. He's very influenced by other people's opinions. Might be a big problem. Yeah. So yeah, just know that you gotta You gotta be able to measure that. But yeah, on your question, I don't think it's a yes. I don't think so. But that needs to be worked on. All right, let's see. Next up, Shanice. Will tell Sean try to talk to me again. Shanice, weren't you trying to tell Sean to talk to you a while ago? Shanice, I think I remember you, Shanice. Shanice, what are you doing, Shanice? I don't know, shake my head. Weren't you trying to tell Sean a while ago? I think you were trying to tell Sean a while ago. Shanice, are you following and unfollowing me back and forth? Is that what you're doing, Shanice? Are you following and unfollowing me? Shanice. Will tell Sean try to talk to me again. He won't talk to me. What do I have? 3 of swords. Heartbroken. Heartbroken. Someone is heartbroken. Okay. What else? Let's see what else I got. 7 of Wands defending. Okay. One more. 9 of Wands. Keep trying. You're gonna keep trying. Oh, Jade says, I appreciate the insight from someone else's tarot deck. My deck has focus on my kids. Yeah, my vision will be different than yours. Remember that. Shanice. All right, we got 3 of swords. We got heartbreak over here. Plenty of heartbreak. We got 7 of Wands trying to defend something at all costs. And then at the very end, it feels like you're gonna keep trying on that, on your question. If tell Sean will try to talk to you again. How long has this been going on? It feels like it's been going on for a very long while. For a while. I mean, at the very end, it does sound positive. Is it healthy? I don't think so. You know, I don't think it's healthy. It doesn't feel healthy. I say hurtful because it's this over here, you know, and this and this, you know. It's not healthy. Look. So, who messed up? Was it you or was it him? Who messed up? He messed up. He messed up. Yeah, he walked away. And now you're the one crying. Misty. Misty, you need a secretary to bring you coffee. Oh my god. Shanice. So he messed up. Girl, he messed up. He walked away. You can't be running after no man. Don't be running after no man. No. Girl. I had to look at your picture. Can I see your picture? Girl, you're pretty as hell. Let me see your picture. Girl, you're pretty. Stop it. No. I just looked at your picture. You're pretty. Don't do it. Girl, no. I just looked at your picture. I just opened your profile. Girl, no. Like a mango. You do you. Get your nails done. Get your hair done. Go to Sephora, buy some products. You're pretty. You don't need to be running after no man. Just saying. I'm sorry. Tell, shut up. Tell, shut up. And you take care of yourself, okay? Don't do it. Just don't do it. Let me get Mary Love really quick. No, it sounds pretty hurtful. Mary Love, you still there? Mary Love, 777. I love me 777. All right. I'm gonna get Mary Love's question. And then I will get, I don't know if Eli is still watching. Yeah, Eli. Or G-Li. And then I'm gonna head out so I can take a break and stretch my legs. I'm gonna disappear with this here. And I'm gonna bring this up. All right, I'll get Mary Love and then I'll get Eli and then I will head out for a little bit because my back hurts. My chair sucks, okay? Y'all better bring me some some people so I can just. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta get my initiation. Oh, boy. Better bring me some people here. So bad. All right, let me find Mary Love's question. Mary Love. May I ask if Diego's wanting to get to know me outside of work? All right, let's see what's in between you and Diego. How about that? Does that work better? What's up between you and Diego? Oh, I used to know a Diego. Diego was hot. Every Diego I know is kind of hot. Every Diego I know is kind of hot. Yeah. What's up between Mary Love and Diego? What's up with them? Can they meet outside of work? One more, please. 2 cards. Devil. Page of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles. Wands. 2 of Wands. The world is yours. You just gotta go out there. Okay. All right. You got 2 of Wands. From May your love, you got 2 of Wands. There's some guy here on the top of, he's looking all the way down. We got the Queen of Pentacles on reverse. This is a woman. This looks like a woman who overspends. I don't know if that's you, Mary Love. I don't know if that's you, but we got the Devil, plenty of temptations and obsessions, and we got the Page of Pentacles. Very curious, pretty curious. So if you ask me, are you guys at the same level? How's the hierarchy? How's that working? Same level. He ain't your manager. You're not his manager. You guys are at the same level. Same thing, right? Okay. I am just concerned about this Devil card in here. Devil card is all about what becomes what is way too much becomes. Whatever you think way too much becomes an obsession and it starts becoming toxic. If he wants to meet you outside of work, this might be her looking elsewhere. I don't think so. So the way I look at it, I put 2 and 2, okay? I'm putting 2 and 2. So this one over here, Queen of Pentacles, is kind of looking outside on the horizon. And then the other one here, the Page of Pentacles, is someone very interested, very visionary, very curious. There might be some curiosity, but in general, I only see that as a very distant idea. It's either you being very tempted to look at it, but I don't think so. Miss Woods, thanks for following. Miss Woods, I'm not taking any questions at the moment, okay? I'm trying to head out. Mary Love, you're very welcome. Yeah, I don't see it as favorable, okay? If both of those characters, the Page and the Queen of Wands, were upright, maybe, but still, I don't see it as favorable. You're welcome. All right, let's get Eli before I head out. Eli is asking, will RS with Ken work with this August? Thanks, Misty. Same to you. God bless you. Whew. All right. Will RS work with can? Three, two, one. Shady. Eli, may I ask, what is your RS? What is your RS? So I would say it's a no relationship. Okay, sorry. That's the first. I would say, like, initially, I would say it's a no. I will tell you why, though. We got Seven of Swords. This is shady energy. You see this? This guy is shady. He's stealing swords out of the camp. He's walking away with it. And then we got the King of Cups on reverse, a emotionally unstable person looking at the shadiness. He can be also emotionally manipulative. And we also got the King of Swords. This could be someone who lies also and lacks with the truth. I see shady all over the place from this. I don't know why. I don't know the details. You know the details better than I do. You probably know better than I do. But what do you know that I don't know? So, yeah. Any questions? And she's gone. He's so green flag guy. Are you guys together? What's going on between the two of you? Maybe I'm wrong. You know, he's a green flag guy. So Seven of Swords can also mean strategy, strategic. It can also be shady, or also can be strategic. So it really depends on what you guys are trying to do. So you guys have a long distance relationship? You guys want to get stuff done? You're dating, he's so green flag. I don't know what to say. You are in long distance. Okay. So in that case, on a long distance relationship, are you guys trying to meet up? You're supposed to meet up this month. Okay. So if I was to change the perspective, you know, if your relationship is going to work out by August, by the end of August, I will give you the guidance off. Okay. Make sure you guys are emotionally stable. Make sure you guys are, speaking the truth for both parties all the time, and you make sound decisions, logical decisions. Know exactly what needs to be emotional and what needs to be logical, what is actually realistic. So maybe this is all about knowing exactly how to measure, how to trust each other, how to respect those loving boundaries as well. I have lived in a long relationship for about 3 years before I actually had to move away and go live with the person and get married. And, but it takes a lot of trust, it takes a lot of patience, and you're going to have all of those things. So if it's a green flag, if it's not shady, it's about strategy. But don't get jealous. You cannot be jealous. You cannot be quick to conclusions. You cannot be overly saying things you shouldn't. Okay? There's got to be a whole lot of patience for both sides. Sounds good. But in that case, if you want a yes or no for the end of August, I would say yes, but be very strategic and work on those little things that I just told you. Okay? You gotta have to be strategic about it. All right. All right, cool. Guys, I'm gonna head out for a little bit. I'm gonna, stretch my legs, my back, get me some coffee. I might come back in a little bit, but I don't know yet. All right. Thank you so much, everybody. I will see y'all later. Thanks, Misty. Thanks, Eli. Thanks, Samira.